Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Serie A is back and I'm super happy, I'm super enthusiastic, I can't wait. Let's be honest, the international break has been extremely long, has been annoying, has been super boring. It was really difficult for me, but also to other content creators who I speak to. They told me, Beppe, it was really a challenge to entertain, to inform Juventini of the world about what was going on. But in a way, luckily, I remember some season where it was absolutely not difficult because we needed to speak about controversy of the field. It didn't happen. Grazie. Good. We can now focus on the field again. On the other side, I have to say that the enthusiasm was a bit taken away when I opened Gazzetta dello Sport this morning because the big title was Rivince la mia Inter. Win again, my Inter, my beautiful Inter. I was really shocked. The pink paper that is becoming more and more blue. Let's see if they will one day change the color of the paper. Well, I was saying, who is speaking? Who is writing this title? Win again. Who is supporting Inter? Is it, I don't know, the boss of Gazzetta dello Sport? Is it one of the writers, the journalist? No, actually, it's a double-page interview to Lautaro Martinez that is really believing in it. So it is what it is. Guys, let's be honest. I didn't do the prediction about who will win Serie A yet. Maybe I will do it today or maybe tomorrow morning. But honestly, they are the strongest team on paper. Let's be totally honest. They are the Scudetto winner team. When you win the Scudetto, you are favorite. One, they have the same coach, the same way of playing. They didn't sell any big player. They even reinforced their bench. I give you an example. They could potentially do some rotation with Barella that is actually resting for the game against Monza, thinking already about Champions League, who is playing instead of Barella, Zielinski, the key player of 2 seasons ago with that miracle Scudetto of Napoli. So they have everything to do it. So I can understand that Lautaro says, let's do it again, let's win it again. On the other side, Juventini, are we giving up on the 13th of September? Is it the moment to give up? Absolutely not. Serie A is back, Champions League is back, Juventus is back. Are you back, Juventini? Because I missed you in these days. The big views with all the Juventini super enthusiasts and excited. Are you still excited? Or you are like Gazzetta dello Sport, we already give up? No, we don't give up. So put a maximum of like, show me that you are there. Continue to subscribe to the channel because now we start. But before that, you know it. OneFootball partnered with Serie A. They are giving you a fantastic offer. You know it. And tomorrow you can test it yourself. For $4.99, you can pick the game that you want. You go into the link into the description. You will be redirected. And you can see the table of Serie A, the schedule of tomorrow, Como, Bologna, the first game. Then, of course, Empoli, Juve. I'm sure that you can go for this one so that you can test it. We are speaking, of course, about the UK Juventini of the world. UK that is including England, Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. You know it, no television rights this season, so OneFootball did something fantastic. They offer you to choose. And before the other subscriptions are launched, you can test it tomorrow. Let me know if you test it and how it is. I'm sure it will be just fantastic that you can pick the game that you want. Let me know if you click on that subscription button or first the link into the description. Guys, it will be the day of Douglas Luiz tomorrow. We are all waiting for Douglas Luiz to be on the field. And I really can't wait. You know it since the first time that we spoke about Douglas Luiz. That first rumor, we anticipated really fast on the channel. We believed in it on the channel. We said it. It's not clickbait. Well, the player is there. But of course, none of us were expecting that the 3 first game, he would start them on the bench. So now, after that international break, we are all expecting Douglas Luiz to start tomorrow. I already tell you, if tomorrow it doesn't start, a lot of Juventini, including myself, well, we will be disappointed. We'll start having our questions in our mind. Is he ready? Is he not ready? Is he fitting Juventus? Because except of Cope Manners, that is and was the AAA objective, no, it's not anymore. It's our player now. It's over with that AAA objective. It's one that we brought home. But except of Cope Manners, I always told you Douglas Luiz is the one that can really change Juventus in that middle of the field. We did a revolution, even more, a refoundation, and Douglas Luiz is one of the big ones to do that. The Brazilian one, I'm really counting on him. I would have loved to speak you more about the technique, the tactique, what he would change that Juve, reading some articles, but unfortunately, Gazzetta dello Sport, they have decided on their front page to speak about Lautaro, and then a small block about Douglas Luiz and Alicia Lehmann, the couple. They are making it a bit gossip page, double page interview. On one side you have Douglas Luiz kissing Alicia Lehmann, on the other side you have Alicia Lehmann that is explaining, already speaking about her experience with Juventus women. Guys, honestly, you had all the time in the world to speak about that duo, about that romance, that love story in the last days. Now I really want to speak about football. I don't care, honestly, with all the respect, but I don't care today, before playing Empoli, that Alicia Lehmann is not only a football player, but that she's not living the star life, that she's cooking, that she... I don't care, guys. No, but seriously. I want to speak about football. Speak me about Douglas Luiz. Well, Douglas Luiz, apparently, according to the latest rumors, he really has big possibilities to start tomorrow. He convinced Thiago Motta, that worked really on him. These days were important for Thiago Motta to tell him what he's expecting from him, for Douglas Luiz to really understand the mechanism of Juve, how it's working. Where do I need to put my level of intensity in training session to conquer a spot in the first team? How will that partnership will be with Manu Locatelli, because Manuel Locatelli will be a starter against tomorrow, maybe even captain, you never know. Gatti, we know it, went to international break. We know that Thiago Motta is always taking care of the people that are there and rewarding the players that are really doing well. So let's see tomorrow. But Douglas Luiz could possibly start tomorrow, which is a great news. At least we avoid all the gossips and we can speak really about Juventus on the field. I'm super happy about that. What about the other ones? The newness tomorrow, Kalulu could potentially play. Some papers are saying Danilo, some papers are saying Savona. Kalulu have big chances of playing as a right back tomorrow. Also one that stayed 2 weeks with Thiago Motta to enter in his plan. Adzic has a chance. Not sure if there will be the surprise Adzic, like we saw the surprise Bangula, like we saw the surprise Savona, but Adzic could potentially enter. Yildiz is in top form. Wea is back. Thuram is back. Nico Gonzalez is really in a good form. He showed it with Argentina. So our fears about do we have enough players offensively are gone. They will all be at disposal. One player that we don't speak a lot about here is Dusan Vlahovic, that certainly would start, especially because Milik is not there. I'm counting a lot on Dusan Vlahovic. I'm expecting a lot in that mini 3 cycles of games. Empoli, PSV and Napoli. Empoli to start again. PSV to score his 3rd goal in Champions League and bring the 3 points to Juve, and then that big game against Napoli, where I'm still expecting a lot from Dusan Vlahovic. I want to see him also performing at high level against big teams. Operazione Vlahovic. There is a mission, Vlahovic. That's the title of Tutto Sport. Thiago Motta is on a mission for Dusan Vlahovic. We saw him a lot in this video because also him didn't go to Serbia, stood with Thiago Motta in La Continassa. Mental, because physically he's doing extremely well. That's what Thiago Motta is working on him, not only mental, but also with the other teammates, a Cope Manners, a Douglas Luiz, the players on the wings to feed him. That's what Thiago Motta is working on him. And, sorry. And he's totally turbocharged. Dusan Vlahovic, he wants to go for it. Yesterday, we saw a small clip of him in training session where he said, Dai ragazzi, let's go. Speaking nearly as a leader. Was he really believing in himself or is it only for training session? I want to see that confidence on Dusan Vlahovic on the field. And I tell you, really, this season is extremely important for him. For a lot of players, but especially for Dusan Vlahovic. This is a mission for Giuntoli. This is a mission for Thiago Motta. This is a mission for Dusan Vlahovic, because this is the season where he needs to go for it. Of course, there are some talks about renewing of the contract. Well, he needs to show us how much he deserves on the field and convince all the Juventini that are still thinking, is he worth the money? Is he worth being the most paid player in Serie A? He will need to show us, and that's why I'm really counting on Dusan Vlahovic. It would be easy to say, I'm curious to see Cope Manners, I'm curious to see Dusan Vlahovic, Cope Manners, Douglas Luiz, and the new ones, Adzic. I go for my curiosity is Dusan Vlahovic for the 3 next game. Now, seriously, because if he fails, maybe Juventus will think about something else in the summer. And you know it, and the rumors already started. Jonathan David, Benjamin Sesko, Gyökeres, Boniface, Gimenez, or Morodion, all players on the list of observation. At the moment, they are far, but their list is starting to be, you never know. You never know. So pay attention, Dusan. I'm counting on you. I want Dusan Vlahovic to be there for really long. Guys, on the front pages, they didn't speak about Conceição, about his press conference presentation of yesterday. They didn't speak about him. Zero. Luckily, we covered it. Then in Gazzetta dello Sport, it was a small thing, of course, with the sentence, I inspire myself to Cristiano Ronaldo, which is not really true. That's not what he said. He said we have a lot of similarities in our journey, not the way of playing. The thing that is really similar, of course, because I'm looking up at him, is that hunger to be ambitious, to do better, to become better player that is there every single day. If you didn't yet, please go back to the live translation of yesterday, because then you will hear the real words of Francisco, and also the recap, our first thoughts about that press conference. Will he be a fan favorite? I think that Conceição will be a fan favorite on the field more than off the field. Then, a player that can become a fan favorite, or is maybe already a fan favorite on and off the field, is Federico Gatti. 2 games now, and then they think again about that contract extension that could potentially be announced in the month of September. Gatti, rivoluzione in un anno, in 1 year, a total revolution of Federico Gatti, where we had the questions, is he a starter of Allegri? Is he a starter with Thiago Motta? Is he on the market to become the captain of Juventus for these 3 first games of the season? Let's see if tomorrow he will have it again, and then we are speaking about a contract renewal until 2029. Guys, that was it for a short video. I will be back for the recap debrief of Thiago Motta's words later today, so put a maximum of like, don't forget to subscribe. Grazie, forza, Juve.